As of recording, this is the last day of Black History Month. Shout out my black people, because every day is Black History. But as of uploading this video, Black History Month is days past. And that only means one thing. Time to hate and disrespect the folks that hate and disrespect us. We did a video of this caliber before. There was people in the Twitch chat on some bullshit. There's people in the comments of YouTube on some bullshit. I just need y'all to understand. Push your egos aside. I need factual statements. This is for a conversation and a conversation only. If you gonna be on some fuck duckery, you're getting blocked, you're getting banned, your comment getting hidden, bro. Like, I'm not here for the bullshit. But Busky, how you gonna hate on niggas, but niggas can't hate on y'all? It's my channel. What else y'all want me to say? Let's go.
You don't have a choice as to what class you are. Some of
Facts.
us pop in as a mage, some of us pop up as a brawler. Me, I ended up as black. As you all probably know by now, this class is a pretty controversial one.
Call it
Some might even
life
say
of
that it has
isekai.
the highest difficulty level out of all the classes.
That's
But
real as fuck,
despite
though.
all of these things, I love being black.
Also fact.
I also love anime, and nothing will
Also
ever
fact.
change that. But for some reason, it feels like there's a lot of people that don't want any individuals of my skin color to be a part of anime culture. I feel like more than ever in the 21st century, there's a racist epidemic spreading like wildfire amongst people who don't even really care and just want to make edgy jokes. And
I don't even think it's because of making edgy jokes. They know that hate pays and gets more attention. Ever since Elon Musk bitch ass bought Twitter and monetized Twitter, where you can get paid for your tweets, rage bait, hate bait, hate farming, whatever you want to call it, that gets the most engagement, gets the most views, gets the most likes on Twitter, which could make you the most profit. So I'm not saying it's a 100% thing where these individuals are speaking truth. They could just be on some bullshit, but that bullshit is giving them some type of pay. But there's also the people that's like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to say how I really feel. So it's kind of hard to gauge if this is what you really feel or you're just doing it to get the guap when it's all behind keyboards. You know what I'm saying? Because like most of these folks, they're not going to say this shit in your face. And if they do, it's gonna be, well, I got the gun on my side, I got the knife in my pocket, I fear it to you right now. But then you're gonna meet the black dude that don't give a fuck about his life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's we live in a weird time, bro. We live in a weird time.
affecting all corners of the internet. Now, you guys see my channel, all right? I'm not a super political guy. I make irreverent comedy videos about Japanese media. But with all the racially charged events that have been happening lately with ICE and the president of this country, and with all the politics going on in the nerd community itself,
Yeah,
I thought
bro.
this would be the best time to make a video about racism in the anime community and how it makes absolutely no sense.
At all.
There's
Let's
one
go.
moment that I remember vividly to this day. I was sitting on the couch in my living room watching Naruto Shippuden, and my dad walks by and makes a comment. Why do you watch all of these whitewashed cartoons? I've never seen you watch anything with black people in it. And to that I respond, these characters aren't white, they're Japanese. At this point when I said this, Naruto
See, I never got that. That whoops. It was like, why are you watching cartoons? And I was like, cause them niggas boxing. Ed and Eddie they never boxed like this. This nigga sent the beam the size of a planet. Just hard.
himself was on the screen, which gave this guy the perfect ammo. He says to
No,
me,
for sure.
"There's
Blonde
no
hair, blue
way
eyes.
You're gonna tell me a character with blonde hair and blue eyes is Japanese." And at that point, I was stuck. Little 14-year-old me didn't know how to respond to that. Comments like that
Yeah, he
made
got
me
your
think
ass.
of how black people were depicted in Japanese media in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
where rather than just being a regular
Oh, they did blacks dirty in Popo, bro. Just look at Popo, bro. Hell, they did them dirty over here in the States. Look at the Gross sisters from the Proud Family. Editor, please find a picture of Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z, and find the Gross sisters from the Proud Family series, bro. They did us egregious, dog. It hasn't changed.
character with black skin, they were more like caricatures of what the mangaka thought black people looked like.
Facts.
The most famous examples are characters like Staff Master Black, Mr. Popo, and Choco Love McDonald. What?
I mean, I didn't even have to go there. Editor, disregard everything I just said. He just did it. He literally just did it. I still need you to pull out that Gross sisters, dog. He just did it, dog. Dark skin, big lips, like, yeah, I understand our features are different than, most bigger nose, bigger lips, bigger. But like, come on, gang.
The fuck is that name? They all kind of had the same features: black skin and comically large lips. Now, it's no secret that black people in the real world have larger features, but I think it's more so the big ass lips that piss people off.
We made the same joke.
Reminiscent of
and that's what that was the day where I did not really fuck with Drake. When I found that picture, because of Pusha T, blackface, that's when I did not fuck with Drake for real. I can't do it. I don't even want to look at this picture without getting pissed off right now, bro. Mind you, I'm still recording this on Black History Month.
blackface. Now, do I believe these mangaka are inherently racist? No. Back then, the population of black people in Japan was lower than my credit score. Not even reaching 1,000.
Damn.
Also, social media wasn't as big of a thing as it is now. So a Japanese person could probably go their entire life without seeing a black person.
Yeah.
So I want to give them the benefit of the doubt
That's true.
Say that it wasn't necessarily racism.
They just didn't know.
Also just misinformation. Depicting black people how white people would depict us in their media. Another reason is that a lot of anime characters are incredibly white passing, which makes it a lot easier for lighter skinned people to see themselves in these characters. Not to mention,
there was a conversation we had the last time we covered or talked about something of this caliber, and Buddy in the comment was like, well, actually there are white, because it's like, well, nigga, if the mangaka is from Japan or the city that the manga is taking place is in Japan, these niggas ain't white. Sorry to break it to you. If the nigga draw a black nigga, I said a black nigga. If the mangaka draws a black character in China, Asia, Japan, Finland, that's where they from, bro.
Some of these stories don't always take place in Japan. While, yes, most of these are fictional settings, some of these stories do mimic places like London or even older civilizations like Rome, which are, of course, predominantly white. This made it really easy for new fans to exclude black people from the equation. I think another reason for this racism has to deal with how children were ostracized for liking anime.
They fucked your hair up, my boy. God damn. Yo shit. They hit you with the unilateral half pipe. You ain't got no C cups. They just put a bowl on your shit and tilted it a little bit. They fucked you up. They gave you the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger cut. Shout out my nigga. The Black Ranger. Hip Hop Judo. Or was it Hip Hop Keto? Regardless, shout out to the Black Ranger, Mighty Morphin. They fucked you up, bro. I'll be pissed too. I'll be looking like that too, bro. With the flannel and the Jesus Steppers 12s on, bro. The Break Bread 11s. Ooh.
At such a young age. From my experience, I wasn't able to find too many other black children that were interested in anime the way I was. And most of the color kids that saw I was interested in that stuff would say things like, oh, you like that weird white people stuff, which caused a schism between many black children and their culture. But nowadays, it's a lot different. There are so many black and brown people coming out and
I think the issue was not the fact that we were, as, people of color was watching anime and/or cartoons. It's just our peers of the same color was only under the stigma of watch sports, watch reality TV, watch wrestling. You know what I'm saying? They just wasn't watching it. And so there was always the stigma of that shit's weird or nerdy, but the whole time the same group of people that was talking bad on the animes or whatnot, they was watching that shit in secret. I remember when Super Saiyan was dropped. And how many niggas was talking about it? That shit was fucking groundbreaking. I remember Cell Saga. Groundbreaking. I remember when Naruto dropped. Nigga was like, hey, yo, you seen that new episode of Naruto? Shh, don't say it too loud. The hoes watching. But, you seen that new episode of Naruto? That nigga Garu crazy. I remember that, bro.
Expressing their love for all things anime and manga. And crazy impressive strides are being made in the community, like DreamCon, an anime convention
shout out to RDC
by black people.
I still want to go.
The people who actually make anime and manga have become more inclusive and have since added way more black.
Shout out to y'all, bro.
That leads into my next point. Messages about equality and accepting people no matter the size, shape, or color are plastered throughout the most popular anime and
Talk
manga.
about it.
There are so many examples of this, but I want to focus on one of the most popular series of the modern day.
Talk about
One
it.
Piece. In One Piece, there are clear themes
Talk about
accepting
it.
people for who they are, and instead of judging them by race, you should judge them by their actions. This is especially apparent with characters like Arlong and the
Any
entire
fishman, bro.
population, with
The fishmen are
discriminated against.
Do we take the fishmen as niggas or no? Let me land. Do we take the fishmen or the people of God Valley? Let me land. Or would it be Kuma's kind? Who will we classify as the niggas of One Piece? I really don't want to say fishermen because them niggas can swim. Not all black people can't swim, bro, but it's a good majority. Yeah, no one was there to teach us how to swim. I can't swim. I just had to throw. It's Black History Month, but why you doing on Black History Month? I had to, bro. I had to. But who is the black, like, Piccolo, black. Usopp, black. But who else in One Piece do we classify as black? I really want to know that.
For being different from the human race. They are seen as inferior and even used as slaves. Of course, there are martyrs that
They
try to
might be the
advocate for
closest thing to
fishmen and
black,
mend a
though.
relationship with humans like Queen Otahime or Fisher Tiger, but they're ultimately killed for their progressive behavior. And as this hate persists, it indoctrinates the youth like Arlong and Hody Jones to
Or do we
become
call them
products
the-
of the racism that
the
plagued
indigenous?
their country,
I don't know.
retaliating against humans in any way they can. The most important part of this is that the way Eiichiro
Arlong really
writes
had
this
that shit on, though.
clearly show that racism, bigotry, and hating people because of something they cannot control is wrong and evil. This is
Facts.
shown by Luffy, the main character, not only defeating racism on the fishman side, but the human side as well. And remember,
For sure,
One
punch
Piece
the
is
fuck
one of
out
the
of
most
CD.
popular stories in the history of stories. And yet there are people that will partake in this racist behavior and still be fans of One Piece. If
And that's the
Luffy
shit I
existed
do
in
not
real
get,
life,
bro.
y'all would get the Charlos treatment. Not to
Facts.
mention that these themes are also plastered in almost every other anime story, like Attack on Titan, Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, Full Metal Alchemist, Beastars, Code Geass, Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, That Time I
So
Got
many.
Reincarnated as
So
a Slime,
many, bro.
Maggie, Black Clover, Mobile Suit Gundam.
So many.
Jesus Christ. Do I have to say more? But
Nah, just let 'em
somehow
know.
Racism still runs rampant in
It's because the people are bigots. Because these are the same people that were getting shoved in lockers in school because they decided to run in the hallways like they were fucking Naruto Uzumaki. And then blame it on people for bullying the fans of anime. My nigga, they wasn't bullying you because you liked fucking, I don't know, Super Sentai, you like Digimon, you like Power Rangers, you like Ben 10, you liked anime. They didn't bully you because of that. They bullied you because you made a fucking Omnitrix out of cardboard. They bullied you because you thought you could use your chakra and run up lockers. They bullied you because you tried to hit a nigga with a fucking Kamehameha in the hallway. It wasn't the action of you liking the anime. It was the action of you thinking that you was that character then and there. That's the reason why they bullied you, bro. I played football and I watched anime. And everyone that was on the football team knew I watched anime because I didn't hang out with the jocks in school. I hung out with my nerd homies. And then when it was time to get on that field, run it and get your ass smashed on. Get smashed on. But it's these niggas. Well, they used to hit on me, so I'm gonna hit on them. Get a life, bro. Touch a woman, bro. Touch some grass, bro. Do something. Get a job. You said you shut your ass up and get a job, nigga. I do. I got one. I do. I work 50 hours a week.
the community. I don't get it.
And I do YouTube, 3 channels.
Truly
Come on,
doesn't
dog.
make any sense. One of the most recent victims of this vitriolic behavior
Rest in peace.
is
Rest in
Ashley
peace.
Gail Paxton. Ashley was a
Rest in
19-year-old
peace.
black UCLA student
Damn.
that found joy in cosplaying her favorite anime and video game characters. She amassed a pretty
It's a-
big following
It is a cosplay. It's just everyday Halloween. We're playing pretend. Let them play pretend, bro.
under the handle Squid Kid 1111 for her pretty accurate cosplays. However, she would receive a bunch of racist, bigoted, and overall nasty comments because of the color of her skin. Comments like Migga, Blacku, and Shark Nigga. I know most people wouldn't show the comments, but I think it's important to see because it stresses my point that
No,
these people are
100%.
being edgy and racist
Hold on. Let's read this out loud. None of this section was a joke. purely for educational purposes only. I pay respect and deepest condolences to Abigail's family. Rest in peace. Like 100%.
because they want to be funny without any regard for the person behind these comment sections. She would end up taking her
Not
own
know it
life.
actually
It's
affects
truly
people,
a
bro.
tragic story for someone so young. But I don't only want to focus on the negatives. Let's be progressive. It seems like these bigots don't want us to see ourselves in any of these characters. And they also feel like these characters shouldn't be.
But the whole point, the whole reason why anime is so mainstream now, because there's some point, there's a character, there's a story, there's a situation that you can fucking relate to. And then, as the person that just watched that, you start revolving around that fucking idea of said whoops. If this character can struggle, damn near the same struggle as me, make it out and come on top. I know there's some plot in there somewhere. What's stopping me from being great? Also, there's always a story and a message in animes, bro. Regardless of what the genre is, there's some kind of story. There has to be a reason why you like the show. It's not just the fight scenes. Mind you, the fight scenes be cool than a bitch though. So it's like, if I can relate to the shit, there's niggas that got moved from Persona, moved by Kingdom Hearts. These niggas do not have them size 15 shoes. Talking to Mickey in them, but they can relate. I don't understand. It's a good percentage of the shit that I could just be blabbering, yapping. None of this could make any sense. To some, it could make a lot of sense to most. I don't know.
Depicted.
It's
in
just how I'm
blackness,
feeling right
and
now, bro.
Specifically blackness, because I rarely see any hate for the Mexican freerin memes. In any space, black people have always had to kick down the door and let themselves in, despite what any racists have to say.
And then when the shit get popular, they try to steal the swave. They try to steal the swave. They end up stealing the swave. Do your research, bro. Anything that we make popular, anything that we create, anything that we do, our styles, our slang, whatever it might be, they start trying to take it. Or they actually do, bro. Come on.
No different here. We have to stop begging Japanese people to give black people more representation, and we have to be the ones to represent ourselves. One thing I can say about the black anime community is that we're always begging for representation,
but there's actually black comic, black manga, and black animators that are doing their own thing. Shout out to Impulse Comics. Shout out to RDC. Shout out to shout out to Corey Kenshin. I can't think of no more. Shout out to Caleb City. Shout out to King Vader. There's black creators and black creators that are making a space for themselves and people of the same skin color so they can thrive. If I can find the post, there's a person, there's a group, there's a business. When I find, I'm gonna try to reach out, bro. It's damn near like Netflix and Crunchyroll, but it's all black. Shout out to them too. I am so sorry that y'all just skipped my mind, bro. But like, there's a place, but we can't ask for. We can, but we can't expect someone who's trying to tell their own type of story to also include us. You know what I'm saying? You do have your certain few that get inspiration and draw us. Like, we ain't gonna say the Cloud Nation and Naruto ain't black. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna say that. But I don't think we need to expect. But if you get a black creator, whether that's comics, manga, anime, whatever, they gonna make sure there's representation. I say that to say this. Support your black creators, bro. Especially in the anime manga scene.
Then we overlook the actual black creators that are giving us exactly what we want.
Facts.
There are people that are actually making strides and already putting us first in their original creation.
Facts.
If we want to see more representation, the best way to get it is to make it ourselves. And even
Facts.
when they hate on that, that just exposes them for being extra evil and racist.
Facts.
We ball. Go support professional stories like Half is More by Yoko Fujimi, who is actually a mixed race black and Japanese mangaka. Go support stories like Clock Striker and Apple Black, both written by black authors. Frederick L. Jones and White Manga. Very ironic name choice, but I promise he's black. There's even smaller creators that create amazing colored manga. Ruthless Render by DD Mark, Golden Mist by Red F Manga, and even me with Crystal Wars, link in the description. At the end of the day, we have to be the change that we want to see. Because no matter how much it doesn't make sense sense for people to be racist.
I'm
in
gonna
this
check all these
community,
out, and I might have to buy them.
always
Put them
gonna
on the collection,
persist
bro. Real
against
shit.
black people. With everything that's going on, us black nerds have to band together. That's why we have to support things like RDC and DreamCon. We have to support the indie mangaka that are representing us in their works. And we also
Facts.
have to support the actual professional Japanese mangaka.
Facts! He's the GOAT!
Puts tons of black characters in their work. As long as we continue to band together, the minority will become the majority.
End of the day, bro, all we got is us. People gonna hate regardless. People hate feeling like the thing that they cherish the most is shared or taken when we ain't gonna get too deep on it, bro. We gotta support us, bro. And all he spoke was nothing but facts, dog. You want to see more black creators, black representation, no matter what the media is, bro. You gotta support the creators that are doing such. Why isn't there any black Pokemon YouTubers? Because the black Pokemon YouTubers we had, besides the ones that were weirdos, y'all wasn't showing them love. And they're doing the same, if not more, than your favorite Pokemon creators. Shout out my nigga Sacred Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Sacred Almighty, bro. I don't know him personally, but he's from Chicago, so am I. Shout out my nigga, bro. I know this video is longer than what it needed to be. Could have been some points, with some parts where I was just yapping, blabbering. Wasn't making no sense. And I apologize for that. But I was just speaking what I felt, bro. I probably could have articulated some points a little bit better, but hey, my shit real, my shit raw, my shit authentic. Shout out my nigga Arsenal, bro. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that hype button. The hype button only shows up after you hit that like. Make sure you like the video first, then hit the hype button. It helps these videos go to a broader audience and gives me the potential of growing. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man.